Hi, this is Calvin, and today I'm going to show you how to use Tulip PLL with CFOP. This method has 6 different algorithms, and all the cases are very easy to recognize. So with this method, we are going to first permute the 4 corners, and then we are then going to use an algorithm to solve the remaining edges. So the first step in using this method is to check to see if we have headlights on any of the faces with the same color. So in this case we have 2 corners here that both have blue facing us this way. So these are our headlights that we want to look out for. So in the case that we do have headlights like this for our corners, we want to put the headlights on the left side and then perform an algorithm that will swap these 2 corners that are not permuted. And that algorithm is R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. And that will permute these remaining corners. So if we have no headlights of the same color on any side, then we're going to perform this algorithm from any angle. F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. And that will orient the remaining corners. So those are the 2 cases that you'll need to know in order to permute the remaining corners. So now we're going to take a look at the 4 remaining cases for permuting the edges. So the first case we're going to look at is the H-Perm, and what this will do is it will swap the front and back edges here and then the left and right edge here. So the way to recognize this case is if the edges on each side is the opposite color of the permuted corner pieces. So here we see that red is opposite of orange here, green is opposite of blue, orange opposite of red, and so on. And we can do this from any angle. We're going to perform this algorithm, which is M2, U prime, M2, U2, M2, U prime, M2. And that will solve the remaining edges. This is the next case we're going to look at, which is known as the Z-Perm. And for this, the way to recognize this is to see that the green edge and red edge here are swapped adjacent to each other, as well as these 2 edges over here are also swapped adjacent to their adjacent side. So in order to recognize this, we can see that green is adjacent of or that this red side is adjacent of green side. The 2 edges are swapped, and we can also see that for this side as well. So for this case, we want to hold it so that the adjacently swapped pieces is in the front and right hand side. So that can be this blue and orange piece too. We just want to hold it so that the 2 adjacent sides that are swapped is in our front and right. It doesn't matter the orientation of the first 2 layers right now. And we're going to perform this algorithm. M prime, U prime, M2, U prime, M2, U prime, M prime, U2, M2. The last two cases to permute the remaining edges are the two U-Perms. So first, I'm going to go over this U-Perm. So each U-Perm is a cycle of the three edges in front here. So for this U-Perm, we're cycling this left edge to the right side, this edge to front, and this edge to the left. So in order to recognize this case, we can see that this red edge on the right needs to go to the front, this blue needs to go to the left, and this left needs to go to the right. So that's how we can recognize this case. And the algorithm we're going to do here is R2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. So to recognize the second U-Perm case, we're going to look at the edges again. So this red piece needs to go to the front, this green piece needs to go to the right, and the blue piece here needs to go to the left. So that is how we recognize this. But for this case, we're going to do R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R2. And those are the cases for solving the edges. My next tutorial video will be on efficiently creating cross in 8 or less moves.